Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see on my channel and become part of this beautiful, wonderful family that we are growing each day. Thank you so much to every single one of yous. I'd like to mention that I do have a private crochet group. If you're interested to be part of this beautiful journey with us, one big family, you're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile. I also have a crochet page that you can follow, Instagram and TikTok. You could always get a hold of me through the messages through there if you need help with any type of, pattern that you're stuck with. And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Sometimes if I'm a little bit delayed on answering you, it's because we are in a different time zone. I'm in Europe. Most of you are in the US or India or Mexico. So don't worry, I do reply back to everyone's questions and comments. So most cases I use 2.75 hook for my patterns, 3.5, depending on the pattern I'm creating, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. Thank you to every single one of you for your suggestions, your opinions, and your kindness of your words, which is extremely important to keep us going and give us the courage that, we are loved and cared for. And that's extremely important to any people that, in general in the world, not just creators, but of course, it really does help us with the creation and putting it out there to everybody. I'd also would like you to please give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. It's the only way that we can keep circulating the video around the world. YouTube recognizes when there's many likes, and of course subscriptions, which is free. It costs nothing to hit that subscribe button and be part of this journey. So thank you so much again. Be careful in the crochet groups. There's a lot of fake scammers that steal your identity by you clicking on those links. They steal people's pictures and pin it up to pass it as their own. They put links with cut and bit. Do not open those links. They're scammers. They will go through your phone or your computer and grab all your information, steal everything from you. So stay away from that. You should just report them in as spam, and they get deleted automatically either through Facebook or through the groups. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Thank you so much again. Okay, everyone, so we're going to create another doily centerpiece, big enough for you to put on the middle of your table, or a small round table in the corner if you use one, by using thin thread as Aunt Lydia number 10. It will be a smaller doily, so you can basically put it anywhere in a small area. Because I'm using a 4-ply, it's similar to Aunt Lydia number 3 cotton thread. These are 100% cotton thread. Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker than mine, so the pattern becomes bigger, a little bit more bigger than usual. Okay, I'll be using a 2.75 hook, but this 4-ply, you can use a 3 or 3.5. People that have extreme tight tension go a hook or two bigger on your thread, so it doesn't pull or, have it messed up looking. And sometimes it will curve, especially if you're doing round. In this case, this is round, so it will curve up if your tension's too tight. And of course, if your tension's too loose, then when I'm calling out chain 2, chain 3, cut down a chain. It makes it easier on everybody. You could always slow down the video. The link, how to slow down, is in the description box. It's a 2-minute demonstration that I show you, and also turn your closed caption on. That will help you to pause, read, and take notes in case it's a little bit too fast for you, and I apologize in advance. Sometimes I just get carried away and in my bubble, crocheting away. Yes, I am a fast crocheter, I know that. But anyway, I try my best. So we will get started on this. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to do slip stitch knot, and this doesn't count for nothing. And now I'm going to do 10 chain. Okay, 3, 4, I'll meet you at the end of my 10 chain. I've done my 10 chain. I'm coming in the first one with slip stitch. Try to hide my little string. I'm going to come back in. Inside of this 10 chain, I'm going to do 32 singles. So I have 2, 3, 4, until you have 32 singles. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 32 singles. You need to pull them a little bit together so you can fit all 32. I'm coming in the first one with the slip stitch. Okay, coming back in, I'm going to do my first double crochet, single, 2 chain. This is my first double crochet. I'm going to do 1 chain, skip a space, and into the next one. If your tension is too tight, then you can do a 2 chain, okay? 1 chain, skip a space, into the next one. Actually, I'm better off doing a 2 chain. We're going to need a 2 chain. It's going to tighten up too much. So single, 2 chain, and 2 more for space. So skip a space into the next one. You should know your tension if you're too tight or too loose. Skip a space into the next one. Chain 2. Skip 1 into the next one. So by skipping a space and going into the next one, you should have 16 double crochets at the end. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing my 16 double crochets. I'm going to do my 2 chain, and I have the single and 2 chain. The first one I went up, and I'm going to close it in. So you should have a total of 16 double crochets by skipping 1 space and 2 chain in between them. So now I'm going to come in where I have my 2 chain with a single and chain 2. That's my first double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, coming back in and creating sort of like a V into the next space with no space in between them, and 4 chain again. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, coming back in, creating my second V into the next one, double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, coming back in, creating my third V. So we're supposed to have 16 V's at the end. No space in between them when you're going into the next one to create your V. So you always have 2 double crochets back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. And my fourth V. I'll meet you at the end. This is row 3. Okay, you guys, so I'm on my last 16th V. I'm going to come in my second chain. The first one I went up with a single and 2 chains. So on my second chain, I've closed in. So I have 16 of these loops. I'm coming in that 4 chain. We're going to work only on the 4 chain V's, okay? Single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet, my second, my third, my fourth, and my fifth double crochet. Chain 2 into the next 4 chains. We're only going to work on them 5 double crochet per V's here, space, okay? 4, 5, chain 2. So you're going to continue to do yours all the way to the end, and I'll do mine, and then I'll meet you at the end of this row. 2 chain space between them, okay? Okay, you guys, so 1, 2, 3, 4, finished row 4. I'm going to come back in the same one, single 2 chain, double crochet. We're going to do 5 double crochets here on top of the 5 double crochets from the previous row. And 3 inside of the 2 chain space. I had to go back and undo the 2 chain space and do only 1 chain space because it was getting too floppy. So when it starts waving too much, that means there's too much stitch. So I took out 1 chain and left it as 1 chain only. If yours is good, then just leave it as is. Like I said, everybody should know their own tension if you're too tight or too loose. So we'll have a total of 13, 5 double crochets here, 5 double crochets here, and 3 inside. 1, 2 chain space this time, and doing my 13 double crochets again. We're going to repeat exactly the same thing as we just finished doing on here, and then 2 chain, then 13, 2 chain, then 13. Remembering there's 3 inside of here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, row 5. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished doing row 5, going into row 6. We're going to repeat those 13 double crochet. So I had closed in with a slip stitch, came back in the same one, did a single, chain 2. That's my first double crochet. So 13 double crochets, exactly how we have here. So I've done my 13 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 chain this time. Coming back in, continue to do your 13 double crochet. So we're just repeating on the 13 and then chain 3 again. Now it's normal if you put it down, it looks a little bit wavy until we get all of the other stitches in. Then it starts straightening up a little bit further up. So a little bit wavy is okay. It's when it's too crumpled up like this. There's too much stitching you need to cut down. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this row 6. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 6, going into row 7. I'm going to skip the first one. From here on, we're skipping the first one and the last one. We're going to start to decrease. So I'm coming in my second double crochet with a single, 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. We're going to have a total of 11 double crochets this time. Skipping the first and the last double crochet. I've done my 11 double crochet. Chain 2. I'm going to come on the middle, which is my second chain from the chain 3 we did. Doing 1 double crochet. Chain 2. Again, skip the first, go in the second, and do your 11 double crochet. So now it's just a repeat on this row 7. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Skipping the first, skipping the last, 11, we're decreasing. 11 double crochet, chain 2 in the second chain from the 3 chain from the previous row. The middle one, double crochet, chain 2 again, skip the first one. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 7, going into row 8. Again, we're decreasing, going on the second double crochet. So skip the first and skip the last. Single 2 chain. We're going to have a total of 9 double crochets. I've done my 9 double crochets. Skip the first one and the last one we don't do. Chain 2. I'm coming in the center where I have that double crochet. We're going to create a V. So I'm doing double crochet 1, 2, 3 chain. coming back in, and another double crochet, chain 2, skip the first one, and create your 9 double crochets. I'm going to do my row, and I'll come back to you at the end of this row 8. So as I mentioned before, even if it was waving, it's starting to straighten up because the stitches are going to start to pull it together. Okay, so don't worry about it if it's a little bit wavy. Once we keep going, it's going to flatten it out. Okay, everyone, so going into row 9, again decreasing, going into the next double crochet with a single, so skipping the first, skipping the last, single 2 chain. This row 9, we're going to have 7 double crochets. So I've done my 7 double crochet, 1 2 3, chain 3. I'm coming in the center of my 3 chain and creating 2 double crochet, 1 2 3, chain again, coming back in and creating 2 more double crochet, chain 3, 1 2 3, skip the first one into the next one, create your 7 double crochets. This is row 9. I'll meet you at the end of row 9. Okay, everyone, going into row 10 again, going into my 2nd double crochet. We're still decreasing, single 2 chain. So we're supposed to have now 5 double crochets on this row 10. Not doing the last double crochet. 1 2 3 4, chain this time, coming in the center and creating 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 more double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. So we'll have 3 groups of 3 double crochet in the center there and 4 chain space. Into the 2nd double crochet and create your 5 double crochets. So this is how we're going to do row 10. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going into row 11. So I've closed in with slip stitch, coming in the next double crochet, single 2 chains. So now we're supposed to have 3 double crochets only, skipping the first and skipping the last. 1 2 3 4, chain, coming into my first loop here, creating 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 more double crochet, 1 2 chain, coming in the next loop, again repeating the same thing, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet, 1 2 3 4, chain, skip the first one, go into your 2nd, create your 3 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished row 11, going into row 12. So I've come in already to the middle, so we don't do the first nor the last, single 2 chain. Now I'm going to do 5 more chain, 1 2 3 4 5. That's for the space. Coming in and creating my shell, 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 more double crochet, 2 chain. In the center, we're creating a shell of 2 double crochet. If your tension's loose, you can do 1 chain there. 2 chain, 2 more double crochet on my last shell. Okay, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming in the center, skipping the first, and we don't do the last. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end of this row 12. Okay, you guys, going into row 13. Row 13 is exactly the same as this one. The only difference is we're going to increase on chains. Okay, so I'm going to come back in, single, 2 chains. So that's my double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain again, and creating my shell. 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain this time in creating my shell. So the only increase is on the chain here on the shell, in between shells. 1, 2, 3, chain, and create your last shell. 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet, and we stay at 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If your tension's tight, you can do 6 chain. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, going into row 14, it's going to start changing a bit. We're going to start to do the foundation of the pineapples. So this will stay the same here, the 1 double crochet. I'm just going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain, and then 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's for this space. We're going to create the shell the same way as we've been doing. 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming in the center of the shell, we're going to do 9 double crochets. That's for the foundation of the pineapple. If you want your pineapple bigger, then you can do a 2 chain and increase on your double crochets. I'm only going to do 9, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that's my first foundation. 1, 2, 3 chain, and create your shell again. Everything else stays the same. This is row 14. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. On the next row, it will change here, okay? So I'll meet you at the end of this row 14. Okay, you guys, going into row 15, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. I'm going to create inside of this space 2 more double crochet. So we'll have a total of 3 double crochet in the same space. Remember, I told you I was going to change a bit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, 4 chain only, and create your shell. 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming in the first double crochet with double crochet and 1 chain space between them. We're going to do this 9 times. Okay, so chain 3, and then create our shell again. Okay, so, and again here, 1, 2, 3, 4 chain, come in, create your 3 double crochet. Just like that. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 17, I'm going to go up chain 3. Will be a change here also. I'm going to do another double crochet on this first one, 1 double crochet in the center, and 2 at the end. So we'll have 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Do your shell, your normal 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet. Okay, and 1, 2, 3 chain. Or you can do a 4 chain if you'd like. Inside, we're starting the loops for the pineapple. So I think I'm going to do a 4 chain. I'm going to keep it at 4 here. I think it will look better. Okay, so chain 4, coming in the first, second double crochet with a single. 1, 2, 3 for my loops for the pineapple. We're going to start to decrease. 1, 2, 3 into the next one. 1, 2, 3 into the next one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 with singles, of course. 1, 2, 3. Single. 1, 2, 3 chain and single. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain again. So it's always going to stay 4 until the end of the pineapples. 1, 2 chain and create your shell again. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat the same thing. 2 double crochets on the first double crochet here, 1 in the center, and 2 at the end. So we have a total of 5 double crochets. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way to the end. I'll meet you at the end of this row 16. I'm going to row 17. So we're going to do the increase here also on these 5 double crochets. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming back in the same space, I'm doing another double crochet. I'm going to skip a space and I'm coming in the next one with double crochet, next space. Oops, sorry, I have to do a 1 chain space. So 2 double crochets on the first one, 1 chain, skip a space into the next one, double crochet into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain on the last one, 2 together on the same stitch. So we have 2, 4, 6, 2 double crochet on the first one, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain space, and 2 on the last one. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3 chain this time, and I'm coming in doing my shell. The normal 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet. 1, 2, 3 chain, coming on my first loop, so you know how it is. Single, 1, 1, 2, 3. So we're decreasing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops. 1, 2, 3 chain, continue to do your normal shell, 2 chain and 2 more double crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain into the first one where we have the 5 double crochets, 2 in the same stitch, 1 chain, skip a space into the next, double crochet, next space, next stitch, double crochet, 1 chain, and 2 on the last double crochet. So this row 17 is very simple. 6 double crochets all together, 1 chain space between the first 2, do 2 double crochet, space, 1 chain, 3 chain, shell of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, 2 double crochet, 3 chain all the way through, and just repeat the same thing. I'll meet you at the beginning of row 18. Okay, everyone, going into row 18. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 chain. On the next double crochet, I'm going to do 2 together. So we'll have a group here of 3. 1 chain space into the next one. I'm going to add 2 together. Into the next one, 2 together also. So we'll have a group here of 4 double crochet, and then repeat the same thing. 1 chain, 1 double crochet, another double crochet, and 1 at the end. So we have 3, 1 chain, 3 double crochet, 1 chain, 2 in the same stitch, and 2 more. So we have a group of 4. 1 chain and 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now the rest is all repeat, shell over shell, 3 chains, the loops for the pineapples, everything stays the same. So the only change is there. 1, 2, 3, and continue your loops to the pineapple. Now, if yours is waving a bit, don't stress, because once we're closing in the pineapple, it's all going to pull in together. So it's going to get all flat and straightened out. Okay, so I'll meet you at the beginning of row 19. Okay, you guys, going to row 19. I don't have any more of this solid red, so I'm going to use this multicolored one just to finish off the pattern. It's got that same color and lighter yellow. Okay, so I'm going to come in. So we've closed in with slip stitch. I'm coming in on the first one here. Single 2 chain. On my second one, double crochet. And on my third one, I'm having an increase of 2 double crochet in the same space. I'll have a group of 4 double crochet, 1 chain. I'm coming in my first double crochet here, 1. On my next double crochet, 2 double crochet. On my third, I'm adding 2 together. So that's 4. And on my last one, I'm adding 2 together. So that's 6 double crochet on the center. 1 chain, and again, 1, 2, and 2 on my last one. So that's 4. So we have 14 double crochets, 4, 6, 10, and 4 more. And everything else stays the same. 1, 2, 3. And do your shell. So everything is 3 chain, your loops for the pineapple. Only difference was on there. And continue to do your shells the same way. 1, 2, 3, and into the pineapple. Okay, and of course shell here and chain 3 when we finish this row 19. So I'll meet you at the end. Hey everyone, so we're going into row 20. Row 20, 21, and 22 is exactly the same way. I'm not going to record all 3 rows because it's exactly the same. So I closed in with slip stitch. I went up chain 3, and I'm going to do another double crochet in the next stitch, 1 chain space into the next one. So I'm adding groups of 2 double crochet and 1 chain space between the groups. Again, into the next one, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain space. And on the last one here, the same thing, 2 double crochet, 1 chain. Again, 1, 2, and 1 chain. The last 2 double crochets. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 2 double crochet, space between the groups, 1 chain space. 1, 2, 3, and everything else stays the same. Just shell and then your 3 chain, then your loops. So this row 20, 21, 22 will be exactly the same thing. So on the row 21, we're doing double crochet over double crochet, 1 per stitch, chain 1 where we have the chain 1, so that stays the same. Then again, 2 double crochet over double crochet, chain 1. It will be exactly the repeat of this. We're just going over the double crochets and space of 1 chain between the groups. So I'll meet you at the end of row 22. Okay. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 22, and I'll show you what it looks like. So we had 3 rows the same way. 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets, 1 chain. Shells are the same. We have 1 loop left. Going to row 23. We're going to have an increase here now. 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm coming back in, doing another double crochet. We're going to build groups of 4 double crochet now on each group of 2. Okay, so always adding 2 double crochets on each stitch. 1 chain and 2 double crochet per group, per stitch. 1 chain, and again, and I'll meet you here on the last one. So I've done my 7 groups of 4 double crochet, adding 2 together per stitch, 1 chain space between the groups, chain 3, and proceed the same way as we've been doing the normal 2 double crochet shell, 2 chain, and again 1, 2, and 3, coming in my last loop of the pineapple, 1, 2, 3, and repeat everything the same way all the way around. I'm going to continue my row 23 and come back to you at the beginning of row 24. Okay, so groups of 4 double crochet, 1 chain space between them, and all 3 chains and the shell, normal shell. I'll meet you at the beginning of row 24. Okay, you guys, going into row 24, I'm going to go up chain 3. We're still repeating exactly the same thing here on the groups. 4 double crochets, so 1 per space, 1 chain, and continue to do exactly the same thing. 4 double crochets and 1 chain space between them. Okay, so I'm going to meet you at the end of the group here. Okay, so I've done my 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet groups, I should say, and continue with your 3 chain. Your shell stays the same. Okay, and now we're going to go directly into the next one. So there's no chain space here on this shell. Closing in the pineapple completely, and the shell stays the same as 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet. So we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, and chain 3 stays the same. So pretty much everything else stays the same, okay? And continue with your 4 double crochet groups and 1 chain space between them. We're almost at the end, obviously, because we're just closing the pineapples out. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of this row 24. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 24. We have 2 more rows left, and then we're done. I'm going to use this baby yellow, which is the same more or less that has on this multicolored one. Slip stitch knot. So let's say you've closed in your slip stitch. So I'm coming in where the 4 groups are. This time we're going to do an increase, 2 at the beginning, 2 double crochet on the first double crochet, so single 2 chain for me. I'm going to do another one, 2, next space, 3, next space, 4, and then the last one I'm doing 2 together again. So I have 6 double crochets, 1 chain space, and proceed the same way again. 2 at the beginning, 1 per space, and on my last one an increase of 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of the groups. So I've done my 7 groups of 6 double crochet, 3 chain. On this one here on the pineapple, we're going to do only 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, 1 chain, and I'm coming into the next shell and doing 2 double crochet also. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and continue to do your 6 double crochet. So 2 at the beginning, 1 per stitch, and then on the last one the increase again of 2 in the same stitch, 1 chain space, and continue on as we've been doing. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Everyone, going to the last row, row 26. So row 26 is pretty much similar, a few changes here where the pineapple is, and we'll be doing some P-cut. So I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, next space, double crochet, next stitch, double crochet, I should say. So we have 6. We're going to continue with 6, but I'm doing 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to come in and do P-cut, coming in the next space, the stitch, also doing the double crochet, the other 3 double crochet, 1 chain, repeating the same thing where we have the 6 double crochet groups, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and I think I'm going to close it with slip stitch because I don't want an opening. When you close with single, it's going to give you an opening here, like a wider opening if you can see. So it's a little trick for you, especially beginners. 1 chain, and then continue on, and I'll meet you at the end of the groups here. So I've done all my groups. I'm going to do my 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to come in the center of this pineapple here where we have the 2 groups. Okay, I'm going to do 2 double crochet, chain 3, and do my picot, and another 2 double crochet in the same space. So we have a total of 4 double crochet and chain 3 again, and we're going to repeat exactly what we just finished doing, and we're pretty much done with this pattern. 1, 2, 3 chain, and 1 chain space between them, and then just continue on. So this is what it looks like. I'll have the measurements at the end and the little video with it on top of my table, some pictures. I want to thank every single one of you. God bless you for all the people that need prayers, healing for yourselves or for your family members. I pray for you, and I send you lots of love and lots of light of healing. Thank you for being here, and please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. If possible, share. Sharing is caring. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. I'll have the measurements and how much thread I spent on this. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.